Yes, people, back in the building. Once again, I think there's an issue with my mic. What is happening? Let me see if I can fix this issue with my mic because it's not being picked up right now. I don't understand this. Give me 2 seconds, people. I'll be back shortly. This is technical difficulties right now. Big up to everybody, though. I'll be back soon. Okay, I'm here. Let's start this again. Big up to everybody who's watching right now. Welcome to Pros Only Sports Home and Away Afcon Live. A big game to kick off the quarterfinals here at Afcon 2025. Mali taking on Senegal. It is a West African clash to see who's going to make it to the semi-finals. We are 8 minutes away from kickoff. There's a lot to discuss before we get into the game. Big up to everybody who's watching and has been watching throughout this time. It's been amazing to see more growth, more viewers. I appreciate this a lot. There's a lot to come as well, man. There's still some more games over this weekend, and then we go to the semi-finals next week, Wednesday. Then it's third place Saturday, the final on Sunday. I can't wait. It's drama. Just drama and chaos, goals, and high-level football. That's what we're here for. But because everybody, make sure you're hitting that like button, subscribe button as well if you're new. Hit that notification bell. If you're on YouTube or streaming on X as well, make sure you're hitting the like button on that video. Retweet the broadcast. Yeah. And then make sure you also follow the account on X, Instagram, and TikTok as well. Big up to everybody who's going to be doing that as well. Obviously, the teams are in the tunnel. They're about to make their way out onto the field of play, have their national anthems rung out, and all of that good stuff right there before we get into the game. But now, let's get into these lineups, though. Let's get into these lineups right now, man, because there's going to be a lot going on in this game. It's going to be a good game. I can't wait for it. But let me just share my screen real quick. Get everybody to see these lineups real quick. We do a quick zoom in. Mali, we kick off with Mali's Tom Sonfier as the manager. And we can go into the hero of the last round. Digi Diarra saved 2 penalties against Tunisia on their way to this stage. He's in goal. They have a back four of Traore. I'm trying to see who's this. Usman Kamara. Yep, Usman Kamara, Diaby, and Gassama. Obviously, Woyo Koulibaly was sent off in the last round against Tunisia, so obviously doesn't make it here. He's their usual right back. Then in the midfield, you have Lassana Koulibaly, Dieng, and Captain Bissouma. Then up top, you have Haidara. I think this is wrong. I think Haidara is in midfield and Koulibaly is here on the right hand side. Senyoko through here and Sangare here. So it should be very interesting to see. So Haidara coming in for his first start in the competition. He hasn't started. I mean, I know he's had his injury problems over the last few years, but it's his first start in the midfield for Mali, and I think he works well with Bissouma in there. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens from that perspective. But yeah, strong team once again, largely unchanged. Couple of changes. Seeing Doumbia drop out, Sangare coming back in, and then obviously Haidara coming in as well. So it's very interesting. Sinayoko continues up top. Now let's get into this Senegalese team. Papa Thiaw as the head coach, and we're going 4-3-3 for them. Edouard Mendy in goal has started every game in the competition so far. And then you've got a back four of Diatta Koulibaly coming back into the side after his suspension, after getting sent off against Benin in their final group game. He missed out on the quarterfinal, the last 16 tie against Sudan. Now makes his return back to the team. Niakate and El Hadj Malik Diouf coming into the side for his, I believe, maybe it's his second start, because I think he started in that final game against Benin in their group, and he's now starting at left back for their team. So That's very interesting that he's coming in at this stage. And then you got the midfield three of Diarra, Habib Diarra, it's Idrissa Gueye, and then Papa Gueye, who scored 2 goals in the game against Sudan to fire them into this position here to play against Mali in the quarterfinals. And then you have a front three of Iliman Ndiaye, Mane, and Diallo. So Jackson drops back out, and Diallo preferred up front this time around. Very interesting to see that change as well. I mean, you look at both of these teams, and I think they set up in a way that it's really about how hard Mali are gonna work off the ball, because this Senegalese team, not only do they have the typical strengths of the pace, um, the trickery, right, in their team, they also know how to keep the ball very well, and that's from back to front. So it's about how you're going to be able to win the ball off of them, and are you going to employ those type of tactics? Are you going to be pressing high with the risk that you will be exposed going in behind the other way? I don't know. Tom Sanfier has been very, I would say, conservative with his approach, and I assume he's going to continue in this way. I hope I get shocked, but I assume he will continue in the same way, where they're going to soak up a lot of pressure and then try and counter attack. Let's see if that is going to be enough to be able to get through to the semi-finals. I don't think so. Um, from the other end, Senegal have had slow starts in games. You saw that they had a bit of a slow start against Congo. That ended up being a 1-1 draw. They had a slow start against Sudan. They ended up coming through there as 3-1 winners. Like they even had a slow start against Benin in their final group game. I know that the team was changed, but they've had slow starts in their tournament so far. Is that a case of them warming up to get into position? I don't know. But I think everybody in their squad is ready to be able to do something in this game. And my prediction is Senegal will come through. I think the game will end up being close, probably 2-1 to Senegal. Then Senegal will concede, but they will win this game. And I think it'll be a hard game. I don't think it's going to be easy. I think it's going to be a chess match. We saw that in the round of 16 tie between Algeria and Congo, which I thought was supposed to be the tie of the round based on the two teams' stature. But in all honesty, the game wasn't that great. It was devoid of a lot of real clear-cut chances because there was a chess match going on between the two coaches and the two sets of players. I assume the same thing is going to happen here, where there's going to be one team expected to impose itself, and that's Senegal. And Mali will be sitting back, soaking up pressure, and then seeing what will happen outside of that. What chances may arise, what openings may arise. So we'll have to wait and see how that all goes. But those are the two teams right there. And if I get into, yeah, they're showing us lineups right now. So we're about to get into this game real quick. Big up to everybody who's watching right now. Appreciate the love and support. We are ready, man. We're kicking off these last 8. The quarterfinals are here. Afcon still got some games to go. Obviously, later on tonight, we have a big game. Cameroon against Morocco, the hosts. That's going to be huge. Morocco have to get through that tie. This is a fearless and young Cameroonian side. We'll see. We have to see what happens. We have to see what happens. Big up to everybody for that game. And then obviously tomorrow, there's 2 more games. We kick things off with Algeria against Nigeria. That's going to be a big game. And then in the evening, it's Ivory Coast against Egypt. So let's see what happens in regards to all of that. But we are basically about to begin. Give me 2 seconds before we're back. So the 2 teams are being read out now. We are ready to go very soon. I'll be back shortly. Hey, let me refresh my team because they must have kicked off already. They definitely kicked off. All right, we're here, people. We've kicked off. Let's see. Here's Diouf. Here's Niakate. And here's Koulibaly now. Oh, they pressed high there. This is what I wanted to see. Is Tom Sonfier going to operate his Haidara, Gassama, who actually came out the side, Gassama, after not the greatest performance against Morocco in their group game. But yeah, um, I wonder how they're going to operate in this game because I think they should come and shock and surprise them. Do you know what I mean? Like, don't sit back too much. Don't sit too deep and just invite all that pressure because you will lose the game. They have enough quality to be able to break you down. Here's Basuma, that's handball there. Referee didn't. Well, here they are. It's Kula it's Sangari, but he loses out. They're playing very high and quite aggressive, which I actually like. They because Senegal have started slowly in most games that they've played in this competition so far, and they're in now. Is Sinayoko? Oh, is that a penalty? No. Referee says no. So Sinayoko goes down in the box under the challenge of Koulibaly, and Mali are sensing blood already because they're pressing high. We might have to go to V8. V8, we might have to go there. I think it's a pen. I think it's a pen. He little stutter stop. That's clumsy. Eee, that might be a pen. They might have to review this at the very least. They said no. Nah, they said no. No pen. They said no pen. Nah, bro. They're not. They're not. The referee just gave a signal to say that there's no pen. But hey, I lie. They're living dangerously. This ref, yeah, he apparently he's an ex copper. He used to be a police officer. I think that you have to review that. I can't lie. You have to review it. Hey, nah. Why is the manager making notes, brother? The time. I think it's part of the complaints. The complaints. So it should be a corner, I think, to Mali. I think was if it's a throwing. Traore is going to take it. Is Basuma. There's Diaby, Kamara. Here's Gassama. And it's gonna play, and it should be a throw into Senegal. Koulibaly, long ball forward, cleared forward. Near Kate with the ball over the top. Hey, hey, where was the keeper going, bro? He slipped. Don't put pressure on yourself now. There's space for Haidara now. Here's Basuma is going to push forward. Captain Basuma, he's grown into this tournament. It's Koulibaly, Sana Koulibaly towards Traore. Cross towards Sinioko, headed away by Koulibaly. Mali have started well. I've really enjoyed like the high press. They've just been confident. They're moving the ball well. Like Senegal have not started. As I mentioned, they've started slow in this tournament. I've mentioned 3 games before this game started that they have started slowly. Against Benin, I know it was a changed team. Against Sudan, they were caught napping. After 6 minutes, went down, and then obviously they woke up and then were able to win that game. Talent disparity and all of that. And then yeah, Siniyoko's he's urging man to push forward, like press. But you have to conserve energy. You have to conserve energy. This could be you have to do the long game as well, man. Know when to press in unison and when to drop deep. Just to soak up a bit of pressure. Um, and then which other game? The game against Congo, they started very slowly as well. If I don't remember, I mean, so it's one of those, man. Like, let's see what they can do. Do you find the overlap here? I think a really good thing that I saw was we saw Lassana Koulibaly operating as a right back in that game against Tunisia, basically replacing Woyo Koulibaly, his namesake. Um, and he did a great job of just nullifying the threat that they had of the extra man as well. So he's going to get back and help in because there's a lot of danger on that left hand side, especially um for Senegal. They've got Mane and El Hadj Malik Diouf as well. There's Mane now, and like I said, Koulibaly just doing the good work to track back and just try and make sure to snuff out that danger. Like these are key things for Mali that they have to just be wary of, innit? Like one thing that I saw in that Tunisia game is that they have an ability to be together, connected on the defensive end of the pitch, right? They're doing that here. Like they have to show that here in this game because it's very, very high level opponent that split second loss of concentration, you'll lose a goal. Like they have that firepower. They showed that against Sudan. They weren't the greatest in that game. They really had to grow into the game. Took a couple of changes to really spark things, but you know, I have like change. When I say changes, tweaks to the way they were doing things to be able to fire themselves back in front in the game. So they have to just kind of be very wary of the details, um, and make it difficult for them too. Like this is why I was very surprised to see the high press from the beginning. That was the key for me. If you want to win this game, you high press, shock them, and then do what you need to do from there. But there's a foul. Pep Gay was fouled by Lassana Koulibaly, center of the pitch. Here's Koulibaly. Here's Niakate. Here's Idrissa Gay. Diatta to Koulibaly. There's a ball across. Ooh, that was the first time Diouf was able to get across. There's a deflection off of Diaby from Gay. Like, mind you, Gay's already scored 2 goals. He's feeling confident. Gets a deflection around the post past Diarra in goal. Yeesh. Could have gone anywhere. And Diouf will take this corner for Senegal. Headed away by Kamara. It's out for They throw in. Here's Koulibaly. Njai. Here he is again. He's not really showcased his quality in this tournament so far. Just shows you the strength of their squad. So much talent in the attacking areas. Mane, ooh, just kind of like popped up in the hand of, I think it was Diaby, or it could have been Kamara. Yeah, it was Diaby. Referee said no penalty, but I think it was just an accident. It's popped up in and hit his hand, Diaby, but referee ruled it out straight away. His his youth, his Niakate, across to Koulibaly. Mali holding their shape, don't want to press, but here comes the press. There's a trigger. I think they understand the triggers for the press here. You look at Basuma, he's leading that. Soon as it gets into that second third of the midfield, second third of the pitch, the midfield, he's straight in there, making sure that there's no ability to turn and push forward. That's great from Basuma. He's really grown into the competition after not playing a game this season, which is very surprising still to me. Obviously, he had some disciplinary issues at Spurs, didn't start the season at all, and he's found himself in this squad as the captain, and he's done really well. I think in the last game, he was really good against Tunisia. Battled hard for a long period of time with them at 10 men. Here's Mane into Pap Gay. Diallo couldn't get the best touch on the ball, and it's going to be cleaned up by Mali. Well, no, Diatta was able to clean up there, and it goes back to Mendy in the goal, just outside of his area. Just gonna try and pick a pass. Is Papagay out wide to El Haj Malik Diouf, cleared away, and right back with Idrissa. And here they go. Senegal just in a good spell of possession right now. They've settled into the game out wide to Iliman Njai, but unable to keep it in. And Gassama will take the throw for Mali. But yeah, Senegal have settled down into the game now. Just one more, bro. Just one more, man. It's going to be a good game. You already know which game. You know which game is next. 7 p.m. UK. Oi, Cameroon against the hosts. I'm praying for you, bro. I need you to win. If you win, oi. You're on a collision course with probably Nigeria or something. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, from all the teams I've watched in this tournament, we might be going into a rematch of the final from last time. It might be an Ivory Coast Nigeria thing. It might be. Do you know what I mean? Here's Sinayoko now. Going to try and lead the break here. He needs some support. He's with Koulibaly, and it's a corner. I said, time for us to book our flight home. We're not winning 0% chance. Too much infighting. Our federation is corrupt. Hey, one thing I can say about your team during all of this turmoil is that you've performed. I'm just saying. Stranger things have happened. You say we're not strong enough. I don't know. Morocco have been shaky. They struggled against Tanzania. We watched it live. Oh, they struggled. They struggled. And I think you have way more quality than Tanzania. No offense to them. Here's a corner now. Headed away by, I think it was Diallo. Mali will reset. It's a miracle that we made it out of the groups. You could say that. Obviously, Mozambique helped you in that regard by beating Gabon. I mean, you beat Gabon as well, by the way, but it is what it is. His Sinayoko, but he's offside, I think. Yeah, he's offside. He's offside. Sinioko's been really good in this tournament for Mali. They haven't scored many goals. That's one thing I would say is they don't score a lot. This team. Hey, is he off? I don't think he's even off. That replay didn't show offside to me. Here we go. What's happened? Anyway, it's a free kick to Senegal. They've taken it quickly. Here is Niakate. Sadio Mane. Here's Juve. Back to Niakate. Here's Pap Gay. Diagonal ball towards Diatta. Does he keep it in? He doesn't. I don't think he did either. He's complaining, but I don't think he kept it in. Senegal, if they win this game, they actually will stay in the city of Tangier. Um, and that will be the last time that they'll play because they played all their games there so far. Um, so if they win and go to the semi-finals, they also will stay at their same camp, same hotels, um, same training facilities, and all of that until the final. So that's very interesting. Um, not many teams have been afforded that luxury. There's a cross by Diatta and it's cleared away by Koulibaly. Oh, sorry, by Kamara. Senegal come again. Here's Diouf now into the space towards Diallo, but he goes out for a goal kick. Still trying. As I said, they've settled in the game, Senegal, but they haven't really been able to create anything of real quality because I think the shape from Mali is great. They've been able to be a team that has been able to defend well. They've been able to defend very well. Do you know what I'm saying? During this tournament, they've kept their shape. They've not been like phased by anything really from an attacking perspective. And this would be the biggest test that they have for today. Oh no, Diarra is Diarra has gone down in the box. We have a stoppage. This isn't good for Mali. Their keeper is down in the box, so we have a stoppage now in the game. I wonder. I wonder what is the outcome of this. Hopefully, he's able to continue. Now, Diarra, obviously the hero in the last round, saved two penalties after a bit of a shaky game from the perspective I was watching. He's having treatment on his ankle area. Hopefully, he'll be okay. I mean, he's just feeling something in his ankle. It looks as if, but hopefully everything should be okay in regards to that. And he's up again and takes the goal kick. Senayoko battling there to try and keep the ball moving, but it's back with Senegal here and Mendy. Kate back to Mendy. They're pressing. They're pressing well in these positions here, Mali. Just trying to force them to move it a bit quicker, but now, nearly some room there. Here's Basuma. I think they're doing a really good job of pressing well. Here's Gassama. Gives it away. Here's Njai. Here's Idrissa Gueye. Here's Niakate. Here's Koulibaly. Idrissa Gueye. Here's Diallo. Diatta to Njai. Comes inside. Njai. Into Gueye. Ooh, and it's a deflection off of Diallo. And it goes out for a goal kick. It's been a good start, man. I think in the game, been competitive. Um, I think I've liked to see that high press from Mali. The issue is just before we got this chance from Papagay, the issue was is that if you press and you come out of your position and you don't get back when you lose that, when you don't get the ball and they're able to beat your press, there'll be space. And that's the danger that they have. And they nearly had an opportunity, but Gassama was able to just intercept before it became a problem. Let's see what happens here. I think it's a foul. It's a free kick. It was a foul on Sangare. Free kick to Mali. I really don't think that Dumbia had a good shot here. Because I've liked Dumbia for Mali. I think he's really good, man. He's a ball carrier, somebody that can get you out of trouble when there's long spells of possession against you. Like so, he's dropped out in place of Sangari, I believe. So it's a bit of an issue. I mean, Haidara coming in is a very strange decision to be bringing him in at this stage in the tournament. I know he's very experienced, 27 years old now, but he's had his injury problems over the last few years, so he's just not at his level, I don't think, than what we've expected or known from him. His Mani with the nutmeg on Bissouma, and Bissouma's gonna get booked. Oh, that was just nice from Mali. Just um nutmegs Bissouma. Mane does, and then Bissouma just gives him a push. Uh, uh, he raises his arms in a very aggressive manner, and then boom, there you go, yellow card. He misses the next match. If Mali make it, he misses the semi-finals, which is big. Is big. His Niakate, his Koulibaly. It's a big blow. If they get through, he does not play. Basuma is suspended for the semi-final if Mali get there, which is a big blow. And in that position, you can't be doing that. That is it, bro. It's a lack of discipline. You are the captain. I was about to go there. You as a captain cannot be knowing that you have that booking already, knowing that if you get another one, you'll be suspended. You can't be doing that because you'll lose your head. Like, and then you put your team in a worse position now because they're one man, one important member of their team, their starting 11 out in the semi-finals, man. Like, it's crazy, man. They give it away. Here's Sinayoko now. He's got a bit of space. What can he do? It took too long. He was on his own, but he took too long. Once again, that pressure. That pressure will help. Here's Gassama. What can he do? Into Senayoko. Spins. Takes a shot. Deflected over from Koulibaly, and it should be a corner. The pressing is good from Mali. I think they've been shocked by the tactics here, Senegal. But as I said, they've started slowly through a lot of games I've watched them in this competition. No matter how strong they are as a team, I think they're looking at their team and their talent and saying, we'll get through. We've got enough talent. We don't need to rush. But when you get to this stage, you can't really play like that. Because you've got a team here in Mali who weren't expected to even be here based on the circumstances of their last game. 10 men, a late goal that they conceded. They got an equalizer from a late penalty, and then boom, here, after the penalty shootout, it's a corner for Mali. Haidara will take it. You have to start a little quicker. He's gone. You getting the header. Sang just trying. He was trying to shoot, didn't get to him, and then he gets an opportunity. And instead of him just putting the ball on the ground and then trying to pick another pass across into somebody in the area, but he doesn't do it. Goes all the way back to Diarra in the Mali goal. But yeah, through these 25 minutes, I would say Mali have been the better team. You know, they've been aggressive. They've defended well. They've been compact as well at the same time, and they haven't really had any clear cut opportunities. And you can say the same of Senegal, but like they've been closer, I would think, based on these first 25 minutes. Oof, that was a crunching header by a Diouf. Traore to take the throw in for Mali. There's Traore cross into the box towards Seneyoko. He gets a touch off of his knee, but was unable to control it and into the hands of Mendy. Here's Niakate over to Mendy. Niakate move. Sorry, this is Pat Gay, I think it is, yeah. Here's Njai. Here's Diatta. Here's Njai. Cuts inside. Goes outside to Diatta. Ooh. A goal! Njai! And that's the lead for Senegal. Literally, literally against the run of play. And I've been saying that Njai hasn't really started the tournament at all, but he's got his first goal in the tournament now, and it gives them the lead. There's an inquest happening right now. There's an inquest happening right now between these two. Well, between the defenders in the box there for Mali. Let's have a look at this again. It's great work though by Njai. He was on the right hand side, cuts inside, and then Diato. I think that was no, that's not Diato. That's Habib Diarra. Yes, it's a mix up between the keeper and the defender. Let's have a look here. So yeah, it's Diato who crosses the ball. The keeper spills it. It's his fault. Is he still wary? Is he still feeling the effects of the injury to his ankle, Diarra? But I did say this though. He's shaky. Why did he spill it? Like there was, you should come and claim that, bro. I don't care if Diarra's in front of you. That's your ball. What the hell is that? What the hell is that? Myth. It's a myth, bruv. What is this, bro? Myth. Myth, bruv. What the hell is that? Not good enough, man. What the hell is that? It's over. Same thing that apparently was happening in the Cameroon versus South Africa game. I don't know because I didn't watch. Um, Black keeper tax, West African keeper tax. We have good keepers. Don't know for you. Leave us alone, bro. Ah, funny man. Senegal have taken the lead here. Iliman and Jai. I don't know what's gonna happen in this game, but the game has opened up now. The game has opened up now. Here's Haidara, Sangare. Here's Bisuma. Bisuma just slowing it down. Big up to Durfez in here saying Senegal showing that when you shoot on target, you can score goals. Yeah, for sure. There's a ball in behind. Sinayoko headed away by Nyakate into Koulibaly's path. Is Diata fouled by Haidara, I think? Yeah, it's Haidara. Yeah, it's just stopped in there as a bit of a late challenge. A lot of Senegalese fans in the stadium. They've been based in Tangier, so there's a lot of them there. Oi, must have been live in the city of Tangier over these last couple of weeks, man. Man, like Afcon in the stadium, you know. Oi, man, like Afcon, you know. Oi, oi, oi. There's a shot. Ooh, that was a nearly. It was close. Papa Gay with a shot just outside the area, just goes round the just past the post of Mali. Ooh, just hey, big up, big up, big up, big up, big up, Priyan. Um, was probably dead when Fez never saw melanin until I went to the stage. Oi, you're funny, bro. You're funny. Hey, you probably should have just went to Tangier, bro. You should have just went there because you would everybody would have been there, bro. Because look how many people in the stadium, bro. Like, and they've been here this whole time, mind you. They've been here this whole time. In Sangare, is Diaby tried to go long towards Sinayoko, go out wide to Traore. He slips. His Sinayoko. That's nice, but I think he's offside. Yeah, he is. He's offside. It's gonna be a goal kick to, oh, sorry, free kick to Senegal. Hey, don't kill me, bro. Don't kill me, please. Don't kill me, fam. Hey, and hey, why are you claiming this Central African thing, bro? I swear, back in the day, we all used to just be bad. We used to call ourselves West African, yeah. But now you're doing the Central African thing. Don't do that. Where you running to, bro? Huh? Where are you running to, bro? Don't do that. It's Koulibaly. His Njai. And they come forward. His Habib Diarra into Diallo, but headed back into the hands of Diarra. Diaby is down, I think. It's a head. It's a head injury. Who went down? Oh, it's Traore. But nothing hit his head. Traore is down in the box, so we have a stoppage here after 34 minutes. Bro, it's West Africa, bro. You keep claiming the central thing, even though I know that technically it's central, but nah, you're not central, bro. You're just not. The fact that Njai The fact that Njai was able to score that goal because of Diarra's mistake after like such a great way to end the last round. If that's the way you're opening this round, you kind of deserve to lose. Like it's bad, man. It's a bad way to lose a goal. And you just made it difficult for your team to get back into this game because we know how good this team is. Once they get into full flow, they're hard to stop. As I said, they started slow in this tournament. They started slow in this game. And then one mistake, all of a sudden now you're down. You have to now come on and try and impose yourself into the game. And if you do that, you're going to leave gaps at the back, which they'll always exploit because, as I mentioned, they've got too much quality in the forward areas, man. It's mad. Don't kill me. Please don't kill me, bro. Please. Don't kill me. Don't kill me, bro. Hey, you were supposed to be breaking bread with everybody, by the way. So it don't matter where they're from. I mean, they asked for the the North Africans. I need some time. You need to like I need time, bro. Cause yeah, I need time. Cause what I was seeing, oi, some of the stuff I've seen, oi, oi. Here's Diallo and it's deflected wide. As Diallo takes the shot and Diaby gets a deflection off of it, goes out for a corner. Ah, nice. You saw my man. You saw Tox. Yes, yes, yes. And you got to pick. Come on, come on. But yeah, I mean, oh, I appreciate that, fam. I appreciate that still. Don't worry, man. Next Afcon, I'm going, bro. We're gonna see each other, fam, for real in real life. Header away and Jai. Ah, that's fine. That's fine. Hey, see, look, this is why I don't trust you, bro. This is why your reputation is preceding you right now, fam. I mean, yeah, yes, this is true. Even though it shouldn't be. But anyway, it's another story for another day. Anyway, here's Diallo on the left hand side. That's a foul. Mane goes down under the challenge of Diaby. Referee's going to keep his hands in the cards in his pocket. Even though I've seen bookings given for a lot less than that. He's lucky there, Diaby, because Mali was away. Hey, this year content will be rolling. Don't worry, man. Like I'm actually like focused. I know what I'm doing. So after Afcon, there's still more content to come. Like I'm gonna upload a lot more. Like and also on socials too, innit? Because it's like it's important. I understand this. I'm ready. I hear you, bruv. I hear you. I hear you. But it's a free kick to Senegal. Mali standing over it. Mane standing over it. Who else is there ready to take? I know you have. I know you have. But I'm getting there. Trust. Things are running. Things are running. Hey, things are running. Trust me. Like for real, for real, for real, for sure. Marnie takes the into. Jeez, man, he spilled that Diarra. This is what I was saying about this Diarra guy, man. I don't trust him. Those two penalty saves, yeah, they're looking fraudulent right now because the ball comes in from Marnie. Bruv, you're supposed to catch that. Why did he punch it? Then he comes back for the second claim, bruv. Man, Marley trying to go forward. They just can't get into the game now. The game is obviously the dynamic of the game has changed because they've conceded that goal. Hey, don't do that. You might be right, but don't do that. You might be right. Still, I don't know who's better, man. I don't know who's better. We need to sort that stuff out as well before the keeper stuff before the World Cup as well. And Mo Kudus has gone down to injury now. He could be out till March, which is annoying. Ghana have to play a warm up game against Germany in March, so he's definitely not going to be playing in that ahead of the World Cup. So that's going to be annoying. Here's Haidara, Traore, here's Sangare. It's going to give it away to Malik Diouf. Picks up long ball forward. Diaby should clean up. Goes back to Diarra in goal. He's just out of his area, and Diaby will reset. Diaby stepping forward, trying to go long towards Sinayoko. Chests it down into the path of Haidara. He moves it towards Koulibaly, and here's Traore. Comes inside, trying to take a shot himself. Is Koulibaly. What can he do? Cross. Mm, they keep it. Here's Bissouma towards Koulibaly, but Mane tracking back to defend. And he comes forward. Here's Bissouma. Who Wallacott? Don't worry, me and that guy is gonna speak. Me and Jojo Wallacott, we're gonna speak. Like I'm gonna interview him, and I want to find out everything. Why? How did we get to that point? Ghana number one to no longer even being considered anymore. I wonder why. It's coming though. Me and him are gonna be sitting down for a convo for sure. Man like Akon, you know. It's a corner to Mali. Senegal playing Nigerian colours did confuse me a bit. No, like I get what you mean. Like I totally understand it, but you know, it's a throw into Mali. I don't know what kind of corner that was. But hey, there's a guy sleeping in the crowd, fam. Senegal always play in these colors though. That white, that white with the green shorts is something that they've always worn. To be totally honest, but then obviously then they'll have their flag colors somewhere incorporated on the kit. But yeah, he didn't give the GFA president his money. The story will come out soon, bro. Then if it goes viral enough, even though I'm not achieving, that's not what I want to achieve yet. But if it does, then that will get the attention of the Ghana media. Then we can have some real combos. That's what I want. You get me? That's what I want. So we can put them under some scrutiny, bruv. Haidara trying to win the ball back. Gesama slips and they can break here. Here's Diatta into it. Just a Ghana gay. There's another stoppage here. Haidara's gone down holding his shoulder. As I mentioned, he hasn't really had the best time in terms of injuries, Haidara, over the last few years. And he's down, holding his shoulder in pain. And I think it's because he slipped. Well, no, he didn't slip. He just did a tackle. He's just fallen. 5 minutes of added time in this first half. This game is so over. I mean, I don't know about that. I think it becomes a more difficult job because of the way they've conceded. Is Marnie though? He's got a lot of space here on the left hand side. What can he do? His youth. Oh, that came off the post. Is in Jai. That was a shot. It was a. I thought it was gonna be a cross by Diouf, but he took a shot. It hits the post and doesn't go into the net. But yeah, nah, the game. Even if we do manage to pull off the 1% chance we win, I won't be happy because I know Belabor will get a yellow. And if he gets a yellow card, he'll be suspended for the semis. Yeah, that's the difference. Like that's what he will need to get out of his game if he becomes when as he grows, and I think he will. You just kind of have to cut the needless yellows out of your game, innit? Because he's got everything. Belabor, he's got everything that you could potentially want in a midfielder. Because I like midfielders that can do everything, and he's one of them all action, all around type midfielders. I don't like midfielders that are specialists and they can only do one job. Like you need to know how to tackle, pass, shoot, score goals, create assists. Like you need to be able to do all of those things. Who's being booked? Is Diarra, Traore? He's begging. Hey, send it off. Wait, what? 2 yellows? What? Second yellow? They're down to 10 men. What is this? Referee, I need to know what's happened. What happened here? What happened here? Huh? Wait. Huh? Bro, I'm confused. What happened, bro? Oh, wait, it's Bissouma. What? Huh? Bissouma has been sent off for a second yellow. But I don't understand why. What? What are we doing here? Nah. 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 So he's sent off, but I still don't understand what happened. Yiz Bissouma, the Mali captain, is gone off, sent off. Mali down to 10 men and are down by a goal to nil. And I don't think they're going to do the same type of miracle that they were able to pull off against Tunisia. I don't think they can do it. It's Niakate, just a Ganagay. Here's Ilimin Ndiaye. Good save. It's over. It's so over. My say over. Mali down to 10. 21st century. It's finished. He's finished. Got that brother walking down the tunnel. Eee. Hey, what the hell was that? I mean, is that like is that a yellow card though? Like I don't understand. Is that a yellow card? Is that a yellow? I don't understand. Like the referee has to explain this because that's mad. I don't get that. Anyways, Senegal restart. Papagay is in Jai. I mean, this is me. I know I've watched Afcon for a long time. He's in Jai. Cross. Oh my gosh. His Mane. Oof. Hey, this keeper. Hey, I said it on Saturday, bro. Last week. This keeper. Yeah, I didn't want to say it, but you're right. CAF have made some calls to make sure that we end up with a semi-final lineup that guarantees that the final is gonna be mad. You know, it's gonna be some Senegal versus Ivory Coast, Nigeria versus Morocco semi-finals. We've seen it happen before. It could happen again. They're really the Spurs of Africa. Can't play without can't play without getting a red, bro. It's mad. They're not gonna do it again though. They're gonna lose this game. They're already losing this game. This team, Senegal, will not give this lead up. They're way better team than Tunisia. That's not happening. That ain't no foul. It's not a yellow card. Like it's a foul, but it ain't no yellow. It's not a second yellow, bro. It's not second yellow worthy. Like you make him get the foul, you say you got one more. You got one more, and then that's it. Senegal making boss calls. Bruv, Diarra's moving crazy, man. He said you're not part of the Zoom. You're not part of the Zoom calls. Mad thing. Haidara's Haidara's injured. His shoulder. It's going from bad to worse, bruv. Morocco changed the ref from an Egyptian to Mauritius, no Mauritanian, from a Mauritanian. Diarra claims the corner. Ref called the half time, bro. It's well over, bruv. Yo, big up to see him in the building. Hey, I don't know. I'm still lost. Big up, bro. But I'm lost. It's half time. Senegal are leading by 1-0, eliminating Jai after 27 minutes. And it was a mistake by that guy, man, Jiggy Diarra. I knew he was fraudulent. He was a fraudulent keeper when I spotted him in that game against Tunisia, and he's shown it today. Drops the cross into the path. Yeah, that. As for the tackle, I understand why you could give a yellow for it, but I think knowing he has a yellow and knowing that if you make a hasty decision, it will change the dynamic of the game. You give him a warning and say you've got one more, and at least you've warned him now. So then he has to be conservative in terms of the tackles that he makes. But we already know that doesn't necessarily mean he's going to be conservative. He's still going to make the tackles, and then after that, things unravel in it. But fam, I'm actually annoyed with it, man. Like, why? How? Like, how have we got here, bro? I don't know. I don't know. feel this is a show for the referees' quality of Afcon. I don't know. I don't know. I've seen some silly refereeing decisions though in this tournament. I won't lie. I've seen some, but yeah, if these lot score a goal, they'll sit up, bruv, 100%. If they get a goal, we're seeing the lowest of low blocks, the lowest of the low of low blocks, bruv. I'm telling you, but I just don't think they're gonna score. They don't score much. They've scored 4 goals in the tournament, 3 goals in the tournament so far. That's all. They didn't score against Comoros. They didn't score. I mean, they scored against Zambia. They scored against Morocco. Then they scored in the game against Tunisia. So they scored 3 goals in the whole tournament. So I doubt they're gonna score in this game. So yeah. The first yellow was he got a first yellow. It was a yellow card. I think it was obstruction. Like he held somebody, but no, he pushed Mane in the face. Mane megged him and he pushed him in the face, or basically put his hands up and pushed him down. So that was his first yellow, which is fair. That's a yellow because it's obstruction. But then the second one, that's a foul. It's not a yellow though. So you give him a warning and say you got one more, and that's it. That penalty shootout gave him way too much credit in the bank. We gave him way too much credit. He's not good. He's not a good keeper, bro. Silly, yeah. Basuma's silly, man. Like I don't understand that. Like you know, you're the captain. You know you're on a booking. You're already missing in the next game anyway. I think he lost his head as soon as he knew that he was gonna miss the next game. You see what a proper captain, a proper player, team player does. He'll be like, all right, cool. I'm not in the game the next game, but I'm gonna make sure we fight to get there. I will fight just to get there. But no, you lose your head. This the problem. That temperament is off. His temperament is so off. Because I get it, man. He's the captain. He's basically their best player at this moment in time within this group of players, right? You gotta be like Roy Keane. I don't mean to use him in this example. The reason why I'm saying that is that Roy Keane got a booking in the semi-final 1999 against Juventus in the second leg, which meant that he missed the final of the treble. But he still kept himself in the game and he scored a header to bring us back into the game. That's what the temperament's about. So even if you know that you are not going to play the next game, he was going to miss a final. They're one of the biggest finals of the career. You got to be in the moment right there, man. You got to play for your team. Fight hard. But he lost his head, man. Bro. Anyway, and he's silly. The unks are watching the games and calling him a boss. I'm telling you, they played. This is now game number 5, and they've only scored 3 goals. Not good enough, man. Just not good enough, bruv. That keeper, man, he's a fraudulent. But it's cool. They should have had a penalty though. I can't lie, it was a penalty. They should have went to VAR at the very least because this, whilst it's a slight touch, it was clumsy as hell though. No. Like as in megged him and he was about to go around him, so he just pushed him in his chest, bro. Crazy, man. You only miss a game if your team makes it to that. I'm telling you. But he was thinking about that game that he was about to miss, that he thought that they could make it. His head was gone. Roy Keane left the Ireland World Cup show, so I'm pretty sure that's the last time they qualified. Stop it. But wait, no, they've made a World Cup since then, I'm sure. Maybe no. Actually, no, you're right. I don't think they have, because they never made it to. So 2002, I remember that one. that they were there. They didn't make it to '06. That one I know for sure. They didn't make it to 2010 in South Africa. I know that for sure. In Brazil, I don't think they made it. In Russia, I don't think they made it. Um, and then Qatar, I don't think they made it. Yeah, you're right. That is the last time they qualified in 2002. Because I remember the 2002 one very vividly. That was my first World Cup. I remember that. That was my first World Cup. I was alive for '98, but I don't remember it too well. 2002, I remember vividly. I remember it vividly. I think one of the results was South Korea beating Spain. We're talking about Spain with the legendary Spain players, Raul and Fernando Hierro and blah blah, all these Mendieta, all these guys, and South Korea slapping them. I remember that. I remember Ronaldinho's goal against England. Mad. This referee couldn't wait to pull this yellow card out of his nonsense, man. Right, so here's the first. No, that. Yeah, it's a yellow, but it's still, man. You kind of have to let it go, bro. Just because of the flow of the game, it's just dumb. Like I know it's late. But you don't book him for that. You wait. Don't ruin the flow of the game. Just like call him over and say you've got one more. Warn him sternly, and then let it slide. You get me? But that's annoying, man. That's annoying. He's proper silly, man. He said if I ain't playing, if I ain't playing, you man ain't playing. You see what I mean? You see that selfishness within a player, bro. You can't be doing that type of stuff, man. It's just mad. It's just mad. Anyway. Let's get into the game. Let's analyze it a little bit. So, like I mentioned, man, Senegal, they started the game quite slowly, like they have done for a few games during this tournament. Mali came out of the blocks with a high press, looking to win the ball up high, create turnovers and create chances off of that. We're able to press high, disrupt the flow of Senegal, building up from the back like they like to do, but they were unable to create the advantage so that they can actually get in behind and try and get a chance on goal. Senegal, on the other hand, slow start. Really hadn't created any real clear-cut chances up until the point that the mistake happens from Diarra across. Some great work from Njai off the right-hand side. He cuts inside and then on the overlap, you have Diatta who crosses the ball into the box. It should be a comfortable save for Diarra in the goal, but he drops it. And then there's a bit of a mix-up with his defenders. And there's Njai pops up and taps it into the net past all of the defenders and the keeper in the goal. I mean, it was against the run of play, to be honest. I think Mali were kind of like in a very comfortable position. They didn't really seem troubled at all. They had a great defensive shape. And Senegal were struggling to move through the lines. They had to keep going out wide. And that's where a lot of the danger will come from. And I think I liked the different positions that Njai picked up. Like he started pretty wide and then he's come inside, picked up pockets between the defense and the midfield of Mali just to pick the ball up, get a touch and then spin. Like, and now it's opened the game up with the now sending off of Bissouma as well. I don't know what's going to happen here, but I don't think they have it in them to go to another 90, 120 plus penalties if they can even equalize in this game because they haven't scored many goals, as I mentioned before. So I don't really know what's going to happen during the second half. I see Senegal, a certain dominance after pretty tame first half from their perspective, assert dominance and then go out there and win this game comfortably. Mali will be going home and they'll be in and Senegal will be in the semi-finals awaiting their opponent, who will potentially be. Let's have a look. I think it is. They're on the side of the Egypt and they're on the side of Egypt and Ivory Coast, so that could be very tasty between those two sides. To be honest with you, depending on who it's going to be. But let's just have a quick look here. In terms of the bracket, yeah, so they're on the side of the bracket with Egypt and Ivory Coast. To play off in that first semi-final. And then, obviously, Cameroon and Morocco are in the other side, but that's the later game tonight, where they could potentially face Nigeria or Algeria. So, I'm thinking we might be on a crash course for a repeat of the last final, last time out. We might, yeah. I'm with you, bro. I feel like Ivory Coast are gonna come through that tie against Egypt, in my opinion, and then it's gonna be Senegal versus Ivory Coast, and we get to see who's really the top dogs. Like, do you know what I mean? The defending champions won't be scared to go up against um Senegal, and I actually think that this Ivory Coast team are actually better than the one that won it, in my opinion. I think they're a little bit better than them when you look at the dangers that they've got on both sides. Um, with Ahmed Diallo and Yan Diamande on either side of the wide areas, and then now, what a player! He's been quality since coming into the side. Um, and then they have Toure as well off the bench. It's like there's just too much quality, man. It's too much. It's too much. It's a semi-final of Ivory Coast versus Senegal. I agree. I think I'm with you on that one, bro. I think Egypt will be crashing out tomorrow at the hands of Ivory Coast. And then Algeria to beat Nigeria. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Like, the one thing I can say is that they don't have a good defense. Like, they haven't conceded a lot. I think they've conceded one goal this tournament, Algeria. But can I say that they're super defensive, like great? I don't know. Like, I like some of their players. Like, I like Boudaoui in the midfield. Like, he's got a lot of energy. Like, he gets around the pitch. So I want to see. They haven't been tested yet, though. That one I can say they haven't been tested really. Like, they had a bit of a scare against Burkina Faso, but like I've said across this tournament, Burkina Faso don't have no quality up front, so they didn't test them, even though they were hanging on in the game. So they haven't been tested yet. Like, I was hoping that Congo could test them. I was also hoping that Congo would have went to a penalty shootout so that we could actually see what Lucas Zidane is really about. What kind of a keeper is he? So yeah, NFF and Nigeria have NFF problems, and Osimhen, they almost bottled to Tunisia. Yeah, but still, I think there's enough. And we watched Tunisia versus Mali. Yeah, but like, I'm not so sure about Algeria. We haven't seen them actually be tested yet. That's where, like, I'm still like, I'm on the fence. I don't know how good they actually are, and when I say how good they are, like, I think, and like, from an attacking perspective, they've got talent. They know what to do. But defensively, I don't know. I don't think their defenders have really been tested just yet. And so I'm waiting for that test to come. And Nigeria are going to offer them that threat on that side. And we're going to see if they can really stand it or not. So we'll see, man. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be a big game, man. It's going to be a big game. Let's see. I think that might be the game of the round. If not, or tonight's game between Cameroon and Morocco. It's between those two ties, to be honest. I think it's pretty straightforward in both ties. I think, despite the fact that Egypt have a great record against Ivory Coast are beating this Egypt team. And then Senegal are going to win this game here comfortably, I think, in the end, as we'll come out. The players are out on the pitch. Second half is about to begin. Big up to everybody who's watching right now. We got over 400 people watching right now. Make sure you're hitting that like button and subscribe button. If you're new, if you're on the YouTube, and if you're on X, make sure you follow the account on X, Instagram, and TikTok, Pros Only Sports. Make sure you like that video, retweet the broadcast as well if you're out there on X. But yes, people, we are here. We've arrived. And we are back. Second half has begun. Congo tested. They didn't. I watched the game. They did. They really didn't. They tried, but not good enough. Not good enough, in my opinion, man. They tried, but they didn't really test them. So we don't know what they're really made of, in my opinion. But we'll find out. Definitely tomorrow, we'll find out. Nigeria's attack is very good. They've scored 11 goals so far in the tournament. It's a lot for through 4 or 5 games, man. Like, 11 goals in 4 games, it's a lot. So they're gonna get tested tomorrow. That defense and Lucas Zidane in the goal, because I think he's getting a lot of praise, but We ain't seen him being called into action just yet. And I don't know if that's because the qualities of forwards that they faced haven't been good or haven't been good enough. Sorry. Um, or if that's because the defenders in front of him are really good. And I don't think it's that. I think it's the other. I don't think they've been tested against really good forwards like the likes of Senegal or Ivory Coast or Nigeria. Do you know what I mean? So we'll see. They'll get their first test tomorrow. That one for sure. So we'll see how they come through it. And I don't think they do. I think Nigeria beat them. Here's Diatta. Here's Idrissa Gueye. Koulibaly. There's a ball in behind already. Here's Habib Diarra. And tries to cross, but it's a throw in. Here's Diatta. Njai. Here's Diatta again. Here's Idrissa Gueye. Here's Malik Diouf. Idrissa Gueye. And just one away. And here's Sangare. And here comes Lassana Koulibaly. Here's Traore. Haidara. It's a ball over to Gassama. Here's Sinayoko. Ooh, go! Mendy gathered the ball, but it looked like he dropped it for a split second, and then Lassana Koulibaly nearly was able to get a touch. Little scare at the start of the second half for Senegal, but they come through that. Here's Koulibaly. Here's Niakate. Here's Habib Diarra into the box. Takes a shot, blocked away. Here's Mane. Idrissa Gueye with a shot and it's saved by Diarra. And it's a corner to Senegal. It's been a good start to this second half for Senegal here. As you'd expect, 1-0 leads. Trying to get this game wrapped up because they're already up a man as well. Can he just take quick advantage and come through his Mane? Diarra is Gueye. Back to Diarra. They lose the ball here. Here's Dieng for Mali. They're trying to break. They go wide and they lose out. Here's Idrissa Gueye into the midfield. Here's Papa Gueye into Habib Diarra. And here's Sadio Mane, one-on-one against Traore. Diouf on the overlap and good defending by Traore. Able to just shield himself between the man and the ball and then allow it to run out of play for a goal kick to Mali, which Jiggy Diarra will take. It's a good turn by Mane. Maybe a throw in to Senegal. Here's Diatta. And here is Iliman Ndiaye. Here's Ndiaye. Here's Papagay, and he gets fouled. By Jiang. Yo, big up to man like Kenny Fan TV, man like Kennedy, you know. Big up yourself, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, man, do what he says, man. If you're here on the YouTube, make you smash the like button. If you're on X, like the video, retweet the broadcast as well. Follow the account Pros Only Sports on X, Instagram, TikTok. We are here, man. We are here. Afcon 2025 is a deep free kick by Diatta and it's over the top of the bar by Diallo from his header, just in the center of the box. You can already see the pattern of this game and the way it's going to go with the 10 men now. With the way that it's been is going with that 10 with them down to 10 men, Mali, it's going to be very, very difficult for them to keep out this quality of side. With Tunisia was a different story. Like they really didn't show the quality that we saw in that first game that they played against Uganda when they beat them 4-0. We didn't see anything of that quality again. And Mali sensed that, this team, they were beatable and they were able to do what they needed to do through the 120 minutes and then in the penalty shootout, where this is a different story, man. You go down to 10 men against a side as quality as Senegal with all that attacking talent, and not just attacking talent, just talent all the way through the team. Um, you're not going to be able to hold out long. I mean, one, uh, you don't have enough quality going forward. You've only scored 3 goals, so how are you going to get back into the game? And then two, how do you keep them out? Traore is down, holding his back. He's in a lot of pain. It's going to get treatment now. It's going to be a stoppage in the game for a bit. Traore went up for a header with Diouf, and Diouf kind of like catches him in the air, and he comes down quite hard. Traore just writhing in pain there. Hopefully he's going to be okay. Afcon is cooking this season. Literally enjoyed it. Hey, Afcon has been like this forever, from since I can remember, boy. I've been watching it since 2004, and I've never missed a tournament since then. Nene Diogales is about to come on to the pitch for Haidara. I wonder what's going to happen here. Diarra is holding his shoulder. He went down with a bit of an issue with his shoulder. Um, in the first half, he went down and landed awkwardly on his shoulder, and it looks like he can't continue, so he'll be coming off. It's a bit of a shame because he's been having some issues with his. He's been having some issues with his. Yeah, he's getting a bit of like support from the Senegalese players. Just a gay Diatta just coming over, just consoling him a little bit because he's just injured. But it's a shame, man, because he's had a lot of trouble with injury in the last few years of his career, and now it's coming again. Nene's Nene's come on. Nene's come on and he's trying to give his teammates a bit of motivation that it's still 1-0. We can still keep in this game as long as we keep it close. I don't think that's gonna happen though. I don't think that's gonna happen. But yeah, man, I'm glad you've enjoyed AFCON, and maybe this might be the first one that you've watched. I don't know, but this is what AFCON's all about, man. It's the culture, the vibes. There's a lot of good players, great football, everything that you can want in a major tournament. AFCON has it. Mali have 10 men and have beaten Tunisia. Can they repeat history again? Not this time, bro. They're gonna lose this game unless they surprise us somehow, but I don't think they are. Is Diallo? They give the ball away, and that's a foul there by Habib Diarra, and he's gonna be booked. Diarra just pulling back Sangare there. Yes, that's a yellow card. They're gonna get slapped. Send me a free kick to Mali. Hey, hey! Ooh, that was a chance. That was a chance for Mali. Diaby with a shot from the cross, from the free kick. So it's a corner to Mali. I don't think it was supposed to be, but it was. It is. Set pieces are going to be big for Mali here. So if they want to get back into the game, that's the way they're going to do it. Is the corner. Dieng. Oh, that's poor from Dieng. Here's Traore. Just going to cross it right back into the box. Headed away by Koulibaly. Papagay with the clearance. And Diallo's chasing. Yeah, that's played. That's played by Usman Kamara. Here's Gassama. Here's Dieng. Taking over the captain's duties. Long ball forward. There's a bit of space here. What can they do? Here's Nene. Ooh, Nene was in space, but nice from Diatta there just to clean things up. Here's Diarra. Kasama with an interception away from um, Njai, and it's out for a throw into Senegal. Here's Nene. Koulibaly to Idrissa Gana Gueye. Here's Mane off that left hand side. Goes out wide to Iliman Njai. Here's Gana Gueye. Here's Ndai again, takes over. Here's Diatta. Over the top to Mane. He tried to just play it across to Diallo. I think he should have taken a shot there. Mane. Diaby with the crossfield ball, but it's going to be going right back into the hands of Senegal. There's a throw in here. It's Koulibaly. It's Idrissa Gana Gueye. Looking for a forward pass. He's going to go across to Niakate. Niakate goes wide to Malik Diouf. Back in field to Pap Gain to Mane. Now is taking up a position in the middle of the park. He's going to play a ball forward, but gives it away. His Dieng. Senayoko by himself in his own half. Dieng again. Here comes Traore now pushing forward from right back. He gets fouled there. And it's a booking for Diallo. For Diallo. Just tracking back, stopping the run of Traore. And he gets booked. Free kick to Mali. Can they make something of this here? Sangare will take it. floats. Oh, that's a lovely one. Oof. Oh, it's offside. That was a lovely, lovely flighted ball. And Kamara with a header. Oh, he's off. Mendy with a save. Habib Diarra coming off. And I think Pat Gay is also coming off. And then Cease is coming on. And then Lamine Kamara coming on as well. It's Koulibaly. Here's Niakate. Here's Cease, one of the new substitutes. Just a Ghana Gay. Njai. Diata. Cease. Here's Diata. Cease. Senegal go all the way back to Mendy in the goal. It's a bit of space here on that left hand side. Here's Mane into Diallo. Diouf. It's Mane again. Mane again. Here's just a Ghana Gay. Diata and Jai. And they give it away. It's a foul by Njai on Nene. And it's a free kick to Mali. The sending off has killed the game, in my opinion. It's not as competitive anymore because they're a man less and the tactic switches, right? Mali are sitting deep, trying to not concede space. Their only hope of getting back into this game is a set piece, in my opinion, or a mistake from Senegal, a lack of concentration. But ultimately, this is where we find ourselves in this game. It becomes uncompetitive because of a silly, silly mistake by their captain, Basuma. But then at the same time, you have to say that Senegal have to force it a bit more. Like they've seemed very, very like content with this 1-0 settled. We need to see more. Like you're supposed to go out there if you want to be champions. You have to showcase that. Nigeria did not rest on their laurels. Ivory Coast did not rest on their laurels. They went up against weaker opponents compared to themselves, and then went out there and showcased how good they actually were. Senegal should be able to do the same here on a team that's down to 10 men, and they haven't been able to impose themselves in this game just yet. It's not been a dominant performance like what you would expect. It is cease. It's a bit of space now opening up for Senegal. They go wide. Here's Mane. Cuts inside. Takes the shot and he's saved by Diarra. And that's cleaned up and out for a corner to Senegal. Diaby with the header away. It's gonna be a corner to Senegal. Like that was a good opportunity there for them and Mane. Diatta with the corner into Cease and saved by Diarra. Cease with a point blank, well, basically a point blank header. It's a free header anyway. Sorry, by Cease, but it looks like it's ooh Cease. It's a head injury to Cease. He's down in the box. I think he's given the thumbs up, but he's got a cut just above his eye. It's a good header by Cease. And a good save by Diarra in the goal. Eesh. Cease and I think it was Diaby clashing heads. Oof. Hopefully he's okay, Cease. So yeah, we have a stoppage in the game. But yeah, there's a delay. Cease is down in the box after his chance. But yeah. Anyone on the yellow for Senegal? Let's have a look. There were a couple. Um, Habib Diarra, but obviously he's gone off for Cease. And Pap Gay as well had a yellow. He's off for Lamine Kamara. And currently on the pitch with a yellow card is Habib Diallo, the striker. He's on a yellow card right now. But they've obviously done the smart thing. They've taken off the players that they knew potentially could be in danger of missing more of the tournament. So yeah, the game is dead, bro. It is pretty dead. After that, that red card has killed the game, and there's only one person to blame. There's only one person to blame. Well, we have a substitution. Is Dieng coming off and Diakite? Oh yeah, this kid Diakite was good when he came on against Tunisia. He was good. Yeah, Diakite, he was good. He's pretty good, man. Like what I saw of him in that game, looks like he's gonna be okay, Cease, but like he would have gotten some stitches or something to that. Yeah, he's up. His head has been wrapped quite heavily, bandaged quite heavily. And we will restart here. 20 minutes to go, plus added time. It looks as if Mali are going for it with the Diakite coming on. Because we have Sinayoko up top by himself, but then you've got a trio of forwards basically in two in the wide areas and one in the central area. Diakite's come on the right, Nene's on the left, Koulibaly Lassana Koulibaly's gone from being on the right hand side to now in the center of midfield, essentially to replace Dieng, and he's alongside Sangare. So Duven, Traore getting into it. Referee. Oi, I love Afcon, but we need to be doing it in good climates, bro. The rain, I couldn't do it. If I wouldn't be able to do the rain, bro. It's raining. It's basically England. The only thing that saves you is that you're in Africa, bro. That's it. But fam, we can't be having January or December Afcons yet. We need to be doing it in Hamatan. We can't be doing it in, Northern Hemisphere winters, bro. We just can't, bro. It's not good. Because it's basically Spain right now. Just cold and grey, bro. Here's Idrissa Gay. Here's Malik Diouf. Here's Cease back into the pitch again after his head injury. He goes wide to Diatta. Here's Njai. Here's Diatta. Here's Malik Diouf. Here's Lamine Kamara. He's going to take a shot from long range and it's traveling well over the bar. It's another change to be made. So what changes are being made? I'm assuming there's going to be some more Senegalese changes. Yeah. So Diallo and Njai coming off. Then Ibrahim Mbaye is coming on. Exciting youngster. 17-year-old from PSG's coming on. Bruv, how did this keeper... Oh, hey, this keeper, man. And then Sheriff and GI coming on as well. To throw into Mali. We've got 15 minutes plus added time to go here. The game is running away from Mali. They haven't been able to create many chances. But to be fair, neither have Senegal. Not many chances. Couple of long range efforts. The header from Cease. Yeesh. Diakite went down under the challenge there. Just a gay, just tackling him. Here's Kamara. And here they are. His cease now. It's going to be 2-0. No! Couldn't finish. They win the ball up high there, and then Cease was in behind, but was unable to finish past Digi Diarra. The ball across. Here's Kamara. Yoko chasing onto the pass. Cleared away by Mendy. Killed by Dufin out of the sky. Cease. Back to Dufin now. There's a bit of space here on the left-hand side for Senegal. Shapes to cross. Is Duf. He's got Mane with him. Mane infield. Is Ghana. And Mbai just slips as he takes a shot, and I think it's goal kick. Diarra to take this free kick for Mali. They go long. Can they get one chance? Is Lassana Koulibaly can't gather the ball in his stride. Here's Nene into Diakite. What can he do here? Exciting young player from what I've seen in this tournament. Had a great game in the extra time period where against Tunisia in the last round. Ooh, that's nice from Nene, but just Megs. I think it was Koulibaly, but unable to get the ball. Is it just a gay? Is Ibrahim Mbaye? His Diatta? Cease? Goes wide to Malik Diouf. Infield to Idrissa Gana Gueye, pushes the ball forward to Sadio Mane on that left hand side, goes outside, cross, and he's got for a corner off of Traore. And Diatta to take this corner. Can Senegal get themselves the goal to kill this game off now? It's cleared away by Kamara. And there's a head clash. Another head clash. I think that's Lassana Koulibaly and Koulibaly. Kalidou Koulibaly down. Eesh. Oof. Just catching the top of his head there. Kalidou Koulibaly is sitting up. It's being helped by Sheriff. It's going to be another change for Mali. Dumbia is gonna come on, which I think he should have started the game, but he's coming on now. But yeah, the momentum in this game done. I think they're just throwing the last dice at this now. There's Bilal El Tor El Bilal El Bilal Torre is on. Sangare is also off. Then Dumbia coming on. There's Kamari Dumbia. And Sana Koulibaly just making his way. Is Koulibaly. Is Niakite. So ball forward to give it away. That's a foul by Mbai. He's gonna book him as well. It's a free kick to Mali here. I think this is an opportunity here. Diakite to take it. It's too short. And Traore with the long ball forward. Edouard Mendy trying to go quickly and just goes out of play. Very uninspiring from Senegal, you know. Like, I don't think they've been really that good in this game. They got their one chance and one goal off of the mistake. Really, that was it. Like, few saves by Diarra. Few saves, but comfortable, really. Nothing too crazy. Diarra with a long kick forward. Koulibaly battling in the air with El Bilal Torre. Mbaye with another foul. So another free kick to Mali. Nene is going to take this. This is their only chance into this game, a set piece. Mali. It'll be interesting to see what they can do. Nene with a bit of a better delivery, but not enough. Cease into Mane. Diouf kicks it long. Mbaye basically in now. He's in behind. What can he do here? Good composure. Here's Sheriff. Yes, offside. I think it was Mbaye who was off. Yeah. I don't think he's offside. He's in his own half. I don't understand. Here's Nene now. Up against Libali. He'll get the corner. This is a chance. This is a chance for Mali. 5 minutes plus added time. Nene's going to take this corner. I need them to score just to increase the pressure on Senegal. That's what I need. I need that. Nene with the corner. Is Dumbia. Ah, Lamine Kamara to Mbaye. His money. Nice from money. Is Juve. Cease. Mbaye. Is Cease. Out wide to Diatta to cross over hit. They give it away. Here's Lamine Kamara. Here's Juve. His money. They give it away. Here's Diakite. Gives it away. Is it Segay? His Cease. He slips. They back in again. His money. Is Mbaye with a bit of pace. And it's a corner. Senegal corner. Corner comes in. Headed away by Kamara. Mendy with the long kick forward as the ball went all the way back to him. And Diarra just gathers that long kick from his counterpart in the other goal. Diarra with a poor pass. Poor. Just giving it away. Here's Malik Diouf. Here's Cease. Here's Cease. Here's Drissagay. Sadio Mane takes his eye off the ball slightly. It's going to be a free kick. Ooh. I think he's going to get sent off. Oh, yeah, no, he hasn't been booked. Yeah, yeah. That was Bissouma. His first. It's going to be a free kick to Senegal. Seven minutes of added time here before the end of this game. Can Senegal kill the game here? Off this free kick. Diatta. Hey, Diarra is hilarious. What kind of keeper is this? Mali gonna break now. Poor. Hey. Dimbia. There's Diaby. Gonna go long to Bilal El Torre. Here's Diakite. Dumbia is a good ball. Traore cleared away by Niakate. Dumbia. Nene. El Torre. Dumbia. She takes a shot blocked. And now on the break, here's Ibrahim Mbaye. Who can he find? Hey, oh! Off the post. Lamine Kamara nearly killed the game. It's Dumbia. Diakite. Here's Nene. And fouled there by Koulibaly. And it's a booking for Koulibaly. This game is killed. Mali ain't on nothing. You don't know. Now, off of this chance, they score, then we're going to extra time. It's all about concentration in these moments now. Like, can their defenders concentrate here? Dumbia to take it. Free kick for Traore. Back to Dumbia. Here's Nene. Diakite with a shot well over the bar. Edouard Mendy. Here's Bilal El Torre. Tries to take a touch there, but there's a bit of space now here. Here's Lamine Kamara outside of the boot towards Ibrahim Mbaye on this right hand side. Is just a gun again. Diatta to Cease. Is Mane. Cease. Nearly had the ball taken away from behind by Nene. Here's Diatta coming inside. Here's Idrissa Gueye. Is Mane pushed away by Diarra, cleared by Gassama, but here's Diatta. Here's Mbaye, loses out. Lamine Kamara and Dumbia just falling all over the ball. Here's Idrissa Gueye, but he gives it away to Traore. He's pushing forward now. It's a free kick. Probably the last chance here for Mali. This is the last chance here for Mali. With just under a minute left. Dumbia to take. Headed away by Cease. And here comes Mbaye again. Can he get it right? Oh, heavy touch. Heavy touch there. It's Diakite. It's a throw into Senegal. Basically here. And that's it. That is it. And Senegal have made it to the semi-finals of the African Cup of Nations. Hard fought game. They defeat Mali. Goal from Iliman Ndiaye's first goal of the tournament for his country after a mistake by Diarra in the Mali goal. Down to 10 men. They fought hard for over 50 plus minutes. But unfortunately, Mali's run ends here at the African Cup of Nations. They are out of the tournament. And Senegal move on to the semi-finals to face one of Egypt or Ivory Coast, which we'll find out opponent tomorrow. Boy, it was a tough watch towards the end. I can't lie, man. Not a lot of clear-cut chances. The quality of the game kind of slowed down. You know, a lot of changes disrupted the flow. The sending off really changed the dynamic of the game completely. Bissouma very silly getting a second yellow. But boy, we have a semi-finalist now. Senegal will be there to face one of Egypt or Ivory Coast on Wednesday next week, Wednesday the 14th of January. But we still have one more game for tonight, and it's a big one. The host Morocco take on this fearless young Cameroonian side. It's going to be an amazing game, so I cannot wait to see what happens there. The winner of that game will face either one of Nigeria or Algeria on that side of the bracket. But that's going to be coming in about 50 minutes time. Big up to everybody who's been watching so far, man. Over 600 people watching live here. If you're on Pros Only Sports, make sure you're hitting that like button, subscribe button as well if you're new. If you are on X, make sure you follow the account Pros Only Sport on X, Pros Only Sports on X. Make sure you do so on Instagram and on TikTok as well. We'll be back in about 50 minutes time. Another game. Should be interesting. Big up to everybody, man. Let me get these last few comments before I get out of here. Man said Mali's gone. Good riddance. It weren't no hard game. Bad keeper gave them a goal. Bissouma threw the game away. Poor from Senegal, but they still scraped through. Senegal only beating Mali because of 10 men, in your opinion. I think if it was 11v11, we'd see a lot more of a competitive game. And that's what I believe. It's not a big one. The host will win easily. He's not impressed. He's not confident, but we'll see what they can do. Big up to everybody, man. Be back in 50 minutes. Peace.